Happy holidays and welcome back to another episode of Teacher Let Your Light Shine, episode 319. This is all about end of the year self-care for current and future Microschool founders, as well as allowing yourself the capacity, the time, and the permission to care for yourself as we are going into this upcoming year. Because I know that you want to finish strong, but I also know that you want to start strong. So prioritizing your self-care is absolutely crucial. As the year winds down, it's very easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of finishing strong while planning for what's next. So whether you're already running a Microschool or dreaming about launching one, today's episode is all about you, your self-care, your energy, and your mindset as you navigate the end of the year and the transitions ahead. We're going to discuss the importance of reflection. I'm going to share my practical self-care tips and how to recharge so that you can head into the new year ready to shine even brighter. Welcome, teacher friends, shining stars, visionary leaders. I'm so happy that you are with us. But I know that you may be feeling overwhelmed by the pressure of building your Microschool. You may be staying up at night wondering how to juggle everything: the legal paperwork, student enrollment, marketing, finances, time, all while trying to create the best possible learning experience for your students. You're over there daydreaming about the amazing ideas that you have for your own school, your own way of teaching, creating a space where students thrive, where learning is exciting, and you have the freedom to do the things your way. But at the same time, you may be feeling the weight of the responsibilities of making it happen, wondering if it's even possible to turn that dream into a reality. Do you long for a clear path forward? I know you do. You don't want to figure it out all by yourself. If any of this sounds familiar, I've been there too. And that's why I created Microschool Masterminds, your go-to program for educators who are ready to refresh, revise, and relaunch their school or homeschool hybrid. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale, we have the tools, the strategies, and the support to help you every step of the way. Over the next 3 months, in Microschool Masterminds, we're diving into the Refresh, Revise, and Relaunch series, where we'll cover everything from legalities and time management to marketing, money, business systems, and operations so you can position your school for success in the new year. And guess what? It's the Giving Season Sales event. Right now, you can join Microschool Masterminds and get $40 off the monthly membership or nearly $500 off the yearly subscription. You'll gain access to video modules, templates, resources that you need to launch, grow, and scale your Microschool with confidence, along with group coaching. Over the next 3 months, we are specifically focusing on how to grow, revise, refresh, and relaunch your school, your program, your offer for the upcoming year so that it's not too late to market and gain your student enrollment. If you're ready to stop daydreaming and start doing, head over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds and join us today. Let's take those big ideas and turn them into something amazing. I am recording this podcast on a Thursday afternoon at 11:42 a.m. in my rocking chair in my bedroom. I have my makeup on, but I'm actually wearing sweatpants today and a sweatshirt. It's super chilly in Florida this morning, and I thought this is a perfect opportunity to share all about ways that you can prioritize self-care while also still being in a very busy season of life. Now, I actually, probably like you, really enjoy working. I love the purpose of this life and being able to build a Microschool, as well as being able to give and to serve and coach and teach you. I definitely know, though, that we can all, even if we're super energetic and really purposeful and really enjoy what we do, we can also burn out really easily, even if it is something that we love to do. I know I'm raising my hand. I know I've totally been there. So have you. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, it all began yesterday morning. We had this really exciting MVP celebration at our school in the morning. We always do every Wednesday, but it was also student council election for the first year ever for our upper school students. I typically wake up early in the morning and go on a walk, but yesterday I really needed my sleep. I typically like to set my alarm clock 4:55, go on a walk, drink my coffee, eat my chocolate chip protein bar, read my scriptures, sit with my dog out on my back porch, and I enjoy that quiet time. That's how I enjoy self-care. Yours may be totally different, but I slept in yesterday. So I had to hurry up, get up, and go to work because I wanted to get to the school early. And my husband, he stayed back with our daughter, Jolie, and he came to the school later. So I was already a little bit pressed for time, but I was super motivated because I knew the purpose of the day, and there was a lot of really great activities going on at our school. And then the day, I actually went to the school and sat in my office, which is a new area in our school, which I absolutely love. My husband and I started our offices together. Then we separated. I went to the other end of the school to be with the teachers because of the curriculum planning. But then over Thanksgiving break, I moved back up near my husband, switched offices with someone. And another way that I love self-care is to have the windows open, the sun shining in. And sometimes I don't even turn on my office light, but I'll always turn on a lamp. It's those little bitty things that bring us such tranquility or joy. And I got into my office yesterday morning. There were very few kiddos there. This is our first year ever doing morning extended day, but somebody else takes care of that for us. And I just started planning out the day, even though my day was already planned out. I got a little bit more microscopic about, okay, during this presentation today, what are the things that I specifically need to do, like a little rundown agenda because we've got extra announcements today. And then I started looking at, I need to meet up with this teacher and show her this new binder. We got to do the holiday store. I need to make sure I turn in this presentation for parent night on Monday. It's due tomorrow. But what if I could squeeze it in today? What are some announcements that I need to make to the teachers? Have an after-school meeting with them. Wait, I forgot. The church where we rented our space out of, they are providing meals to the families for free. It's amazing, by the way. Parents pull up and the church provides them a delicious catered meal. But when I looked at all of the things that I needed to do, I was like, whoa, baby, that's a lot. And then I went to my executive assistant. We also have a holiday store going on at our school for children to shop. It's a part of a fundraiser, and they are shopping for their family. So that's about a 2-hour ordeal where I'm not necessarily a part of it, but the energy is very buzzing. And we also had 2 pizza parties and a teacher birthday. Whew, there's a lot going on. Well, a part of knowing that day was going to be so busy, starting off early in the morning, even though I got a real quick start to the day, so it wasn't a typical start of the day, there were little things that I did to ground myself. And I really do believe that that's really what self-care is. That we are allowing ourselves opportunities to be grounded, be intentional, be present. Maybe for you, it's getting your nails done, doing a face mask. Maybe for others, it's going to get a massage. Sometimes for me, depending on the season, it's going on a hike, it's going on a run, it's going on a walk, it's going kayaking. But of course, seasons change. It's colder here now. So even this morning, I did not want to get up and go on my morning walk. And instead, I stayed in bed and I drank my coffee in silence and in darkness. I didn't go outside to the back porch. It was way too cold, which, note to self, I need to bring in my morning box into my living room so that I'm not discouraged to go out on the back porch to grab my Bible and my journal and the books that I'm reading. Isn't that interesting? If you read Atomic Habits, they'll talk about how you need to make it easy, make it visible. And because my morning box was out on the back porch and it was too cold to go out there to get it, I just didn't go get it. But it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up about it because I took self-care differently. And a part of self-care for me is to have quiet time. I actually love going into our school and working. I love my office space, which maybe that's where you could start, is to make your environment so much more cozier or cleaner or brighter. Maybe even getting a couple cute plants. I totally need to send you guys a picture. I'll do that. I'm going to post on Facebook in our Facebook group, which, by the way, if you're not a part of our Facebook group, you've got to get there. It's Teacher Let Your Light Shine Microschool Community. Look us up on Facebook. We have 2,000 members in our group that are sharing about transitioning out of teaching, starting their microschool, starting their homeschooling program, learning all the ins and outs about how to actually make this work. So many incredible resources. Well, I know that you may need to even reevaluate some of your spaces so that you can do some self-care practices. For me, I knew that today I was going to work from home because I needed a little bit more quiet time. I knew I wanted to record these podcasts and I needed to do a lot of calendarizing. And for me, calendarizing and planning is the ultimate self-care. And I kid you not, but that's me. I have a new planner. I just got it from Laurel Denise. I actually have 3 new planners. I know it's a thing. But if you've not seen it on Facebook, I'm starting to release slow little drip episodes about my Laurel Denise planners. And I've got one for a daily planner that I can take back and forth in my purse, one that is a business planner that sits out on my desk, and one that is a home planner that sits out on my desk at home that's specifically for appointments and birthdays and gift giving and meal planning. There was a time when I used to put it all together, but to me, that's not self-care. That's self-overwhelm. So I needed to separate it. And we're going to see how it goes. I've never done it like this before. I hope it goes really well. I think that it will because I'm really trying to be intentional about my time. And for me, that is the ultimate self-care, is to be intentional with our time because it is a commodity that we do not get back. Hey, teacher friend. Before we dive back in today's episode, I have something so exciting to share with you. As a teacher or a homeschooling parent, an education entrepreneur who's been thinking about starting or growing a microschool, now is your time. I want to personally invite you to join Microschool Masterminds, a comprehensive program designed to help you launch, grow, and scale your microschool or homeschool hybrid. But you may be wondering, what exactly is Microschool Masterminds and who is it for? It's a step-by-step guide packed with all the tools, strategies, and community support you need to create a thriving microschool or homeschool hybrid. And whether you're just beginning or you're already running your own school, our program is tailored to meet your unique needs. When you hop into Microschool Masterminds, you'll automatically see our community, our chat. You can go into the teacher mailbox, which has brand new content every single month to watch, to download, to even be able to plug and play with our templates. We've got 10 modules where you can go at your own pace to learn so many incredible insights of what it's like from me, who has built this microschool over the past 5 years. And over the next 3 months in Microschool Masterminds, we're rolling out our Refresh, Revise, and Relaunch series, a focused plan to help you prepare for a successful relaunch of your school or program in the new year. We'll be covering critical areas like how to handle the legal aspects of running your school so you can be compliant and confident, time management tips to help you balance your work, your life, your flowing from running and thriving and learning environment, marketing strategies to ensure that you are filling those seats with the right students, a plan of action on how you're going to review your finances, analyze what's working, what you need to do in order to make it better, money management tools to help you create a sustainable growth and profitable business. Plus, we're going to dive into business systems and operations. They're going to help you streamline your day-to-day and ensure your Microschool runs like a well-oiled machine over the next several months when we are balancing all of the holidays and must-dos in our Microschool. And here's the best part. It's the Giving Season Sales Event, which means you can join Microschool Masterminds at a discounted rate. Right now, you can get $40 off the monthly subscription or save nearly $500 off the yearly membership. That's an incredible value for everything that's included. Our video modules, templates, resources, live group coaching, brand new content every month that's going to help guide you through every step of your Microschool journey. By joining now, you'll have everything you need to confidently relaunch your Microschool in the new year with a solid foundation in place. But what if you don't have a Microschool yet? Get in and learn from people who have been doing it and are doing it right now. You are going to become so much more advanced. Our members are thriving, and I want to see you thrive too. So, what are you waiting for? Head on over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds and sign up today. Over the holidays, we can be together. This is your chance to step into your calling, prepare for your year ahead, and take advantage of our Giving Season Sales Event. I can't wait to see you inside Microschool Masterminds. teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds. So today, as I sat in my rocking chair talking to you, this is another form of self-care. And I got to thinking about this last night because after all of the amazing festivities throughout the day, and there were a lot of wins, I was going to work on my parent night presentation today, but I knew that there were a lot of things that I needed to do today. And I feel as if managing my time and time blocking is like I had mentioned, the ultimate self-care. Once I started really getting microscopic levels in my planning yesterday, just breaking things down even further. And I looked at, okay, tomorrow I'm going to be recording podcast. I need to do a lot of calendarizing. I need to go through and sort out a lot of papers. I also may need to take my daughter to the doctor. I'm looking at my time tomorrow and it's kind of close. It's kind of chunky. I'm also planning content for Teacher Let Your Light Shine because Thursdays are my Teacher Let Your Light Shine days. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do the parent presentation. Maybe I can do it today. Well, that's such a win. Planning, such a win. All the community outreach we did yesterday, win. The agendas and the meetings that I had yesterday, wins. But then at the end of the day, the amount of time that it took to cater the meals to the families, I realized I didn't get to my weekly emails. I always send a weekly email to my executive assistant to send out to the families on Fridays, which is something that I've done every single Friday since the beginning of our Microschool year. But now I give it to our executive assistant who makes it really nice and beautiful and puts all these graphics in it. I sent that to her. I made an email to all of my teachers. I sent out a survey to my teachers to help us make our school and learning experience even better. And I also needed to work on some marketing emails for our school. Well, my daughter Jalen, she had to work until 9:30 at night last night. My husband left the school and took our daughter Juliana to soccer practice, and they weren't going to get home until 8 o'clock. And sitting in silence, creating the emails, looking at times, starting to calendarize, that's self-care to me. And it was 6:30 at night, and it was dark, and I was the only one at the church. And this voice whispered to me, "It's 6:30 at night and you're still working." And you know what I said back? Who cares? I love it. Who cares if I'm working right now? My house is picked up and clean. We've got dinner. My husband is away with my youngest daughter doing what she loves. My oldest daughter's at work doing what she enjoys right now. And I'm doing what I enjoy. What if work really is pleasurable to you? I think sometimes we start to even feel guilty about the amount of work that we do, even if we really, really love it and it's our purpose and it's our calling in life. But I left shortly after I'd finished my task, came home, and got in the hot tub. My husband surprised me over Thanksgiving with an inflatable hot tub. If you want a hot tub, but you don't want to spend thousands of dollars, look on Amazon. You can get yourself an inflatable hot tub. They're so cool and so relaxing. So I got in the hot tub. My daughter came home. My husband came home. They got in the hot tub. And of course, my husband and I are just trying to relax. And our daughter, Jolie, who's 12, we call her Jovial Jolie. She's like, "Come on, guys, turn on the bubbles." And we're like, "No, Jolie, we just want to relax, honey." "What do you guys want to talk about?" "Really nothing right now, Jolie." And she goes, "Oh, come on, guys. This is so boring." I go, "Well, honey, this is what hot tubs are for. They're just to allow you to relax." She goes, "But this is a fun hot tub. We should be having fun right now." So those moments are self-care to me. And I'm sure that there are many other ways that you can think of that are self-care to you, to your spouse, to your family, all together. And this is the point of today's podcast. There is an emotional toll of leadership and transition. When you're running or planning a microschool, it is so rewarding. But any career, it can be emotionally demanding, especially if you're pouring your heart into students and families and your vision. So without intentional self-care, like I had mentioned, burnout can creep in, especially during this type of a busy season. So we have to prioritize the power of rest and renewal. Really, if you know that you need this, are you being intentional about how you can receive it? For me, I love going back home to visit my family. But sometimes it's very taxing emotionally and physically and mentally. So when I got back from our time this past Thanksgiving traveling to Missouri, I was a little bit rocked, to be quite honest with you. There were some things going on that definitely kind of weighed heavy on me while I was back home visiting. All is well. But still, sometimes we think, going to the places and doing all of the things that seem so fun, they're not really rest and renewal. There's a place for fun, there's a place for rest and renewal, and sometimes they can coexist. Kind of like the hot tub last night. My daughter wanted to have fun. We wanted to rest. That was her way of self-care, is let's get in the hot tub and make the bubbles go and talk about all these things. And that wasn't what we wanted at the time. So self-care isn't selfish. It's essential for sustaining your vision and your impact. And self-care to me last night was being able to work on things that I didn't want to feel pressured to do today. That was self-care to me for vision and for impact. I knew they had to be done. Why not do it now when everybody else and all my other responsibilities are taken care of? I think that it's extremely important to really have practical year-end self-care practices, especially for current founders. So set time for reflection. I like to do this typically December 23rd, December 24th, maybe even after Christmas, December 26th. I'm really making space right now. As I've mentioned in earlier episodes, I've been working just diligently, making sure our vision is prepared for the upcoming year and sharing, not just working on the vision, but sharing the vision. We're having a parent night. I'm sharing the vision with the teachers. I'm sharing the surveys with the teachers. I'm sharing parent surveys with the teachers. All of that is what we've been working on in Microschool Masterminds. November, December, and January is using all of this important information from surveys and takeaways from all the things that we've been doing this year. Having meetings, preparing for the launch of the upcoming year, making sure we've got systems dialed in with our marketing and behaviors and academics. All of those are a part of pushing the vision forward for January, but it didn't start in January. It actually started in November. So if you have not been a part of Microschool Masterminds, now's the time because you get it at a discounted rate. You will be ready to go into the new year with a renewed vision, and you can always catch up. There are self-serving modules, so many videos, so many templates, so many downloadable resources to make this even easier for you. Plus, as we move into January, we are really setting the course with our launches, our launch checklist, our enrollment processes, and our marketing plans. So this could be your idea of self-care, is being prepared. Setting time for reflection is so critical. What are you proud of? What felt heavy? And what needs to change next year? Celebrate your wins. And I'm going to do this with my husband. I'm really going to sit down with him, talk about the things that we've made it through. Like, let's really have a day, honey, where we can just sit and reflect together. We do a lot of planning together, but he and I need to do just more, hey, let's just sit here and relish in the beauty and the privilege of being able to do this type of work and also being able to do this type of work together. And I hope that you find that for yourself as well. You may even need to create a holiday season boundary plan where you're limiting work hours during the holiday break so you can ensure time for family, friends, and personal rest. So for me, I have blocked out, I'm not working these days. And I have put in that I am going to work these days because I like to work and I like to move the vision forward. I like the type of work that I do. And if you don't like the type of work that you do, that's important to hone in on. How can you delegate it? How can you automate it? How can you stop doing it? And how can you figure out a way to actually make this something that you love instead of something that you resist and hate? It's important to pay attention to the resistance, but it's also important to stop, collaborate, and listen. Stop, automate, and delegate, okay? If you are a future founder, you need to be able to give yourself grace because as you transition out of traditional teaching, you can feel overwhelmed. So you need to remind yourself that change takes time and you don't need to have all of the answers yet. And guys, everybody, start a daily grounding practice. 10 to 15 minutes, get yourself a new journal. Sit in a quiet place, change the place in your house where you can sit and get refueled. And if you are someone who's starting a micro school, it's really important to think, why do I feel called to start this? What am I most excited about? What am I nervous about? I think it's really important that we all plan a mini reset, using the holidays to pause and just recharge. Take a weekend or even a day to just step back from the responsibilities and focus on what fills your cup. Now, as we're preparing for the year ahead, we need to embrace the messy middle. There are going to be moments of uncertainty, and there are going to be moments where growth happens. Lean on your support system. Surround yourself with people who understand the journey that you're on, and maybe even look for somebody else who can join you. And listen, intentions versus resolutions. For me, this morning I was thinking about what is my word going to be for next year? And I haven't really thought about it like I typically do. And I thought, in that moment, about a minute later, I thought, what about intentional? And then about 2 hours later, I thought, intentional. And then I think back to the years when everything felt so rigid, all these rigid goals. Focus on setting this goal and breaking it down and reaching this goal. Yes, it's important, but I think that we could approach it differently with the word intention. Like, I intend to prioritize relationships with my family. For me, I want to be intentional about my daughter's senior year and being there for her and not feeling overwhelmed and stressed out by any other demand, because this matters. As you prepare for the year ahead, map out your priorities. Like I mentioned, I spent about 2 hours today just calendarizing things for our school, events from here until May, events from May until August 25 to May 2026, and then I did it all for Teacher Let Your Light Shine too. And I have some pretty robust activities. I have some pretty robust projects that I'm working on. I'm really excited about it. But I'm also like, these deadlines and these activities that we have, I'm going to give myself grace. I'm going to put it on the calendar because I've actually never been this forward thinking before. And it feels so good. But I think sometimes I haven't been as forward thinking because I'm afraid of change. And maybe that could be you too. Start putting things down onto a calendar. I like to use Google Calendar first so I can put it all together. And then month by month, I can look at it to see, is this really reasonable? It really does help you to visualize your success and help you to let go of what's not serving you once you look at your calendar. So as you wrap up this year, remember, your work matters, but so does your well-being. Take care of yourself because it's the best way to ensure that you can care for others and nurture your dreams. Whether you are running a microschool or preparing to transition into one, you really do deserve the start of a new year to be refreshed, focused, and, of course, ready to shine. I look forward to seeing you take advantage of our Giving Cells event. I cannot wait to see you in Microschool Masterminds. You'll also be able to get 50% off the business bundle. We have all of our products in our shop on sale right now. So do yourself a big self-care favor and go see what's in store to help you get started for the new year. We love you. We can't wait to see you on the other side. Welcome, teacher friends, shining stars, visionary leaders. I'm so happy that you are with us. But I know that you may be feeling overwhelmed by the pressure of building your micro school. You may be staying up at night wondering how to juggle everything: the legal paperwork, student enrollment, marketing, finances, time, all while trying to create the best possible learning experience for your students. You're over there daydreaming about the amazing ideas that you have for your own school, your own way of teaching, creating a space where students thrive, where learning is exciting, and you have the freedom to do the things your way. But at the same time, you may be feeling the weight of the responsibilities of making it happen, wondering if it's even possible to turn that dream into a reality. Do you long for a clear path forward? I know you do. You don't want to figure it out all by yourself. If any of this sounds familiar, I've been there too. And that's why I created Microschool Masterminds, your go-to program for educators who are ready to refresh, revise, and relaunch their school or homeschool hybrid. Whether you're just starting out or looking to scale, we have the tools, the strategies, and the support to help you every step of the way. Over the next 3 months, in Microschool Masterminds, we're diving into the Refresh, Revise, and Relaunch series, where we'll cover everything from legalities and time management to marketing, money, business systems, and operations so you can position your school for success in the new year. And guess what? It's the Giving Season Sales event. Right now, you can join Microschool Masterminds and get $40 off the monthly membership or nearly $500 off the yearly subscription. You'll gain access to video modules, templates, resources that you need to launch, grow, and scale your microschool with confidence, along with group coaching. Over the next 3 months, we are specifically focusing on how to grow, revise, refresh, and relaunch your school, your program, your offer for the upcoming year so that it's not too late to market and gain your student enrollment. If you're ready to stop daydreaming and start doing, head over to teachersletyourlightshine.com/masterminds and join us today. Let's take those big ideas and turn them into something amazing.